It carried imports of raw cotton to the heart of the Lancashire cotton industry, some 35 miles away. By 1955, the canal was carrying over 18 million tons of goods every year. Amongst the many ships that use the canal now are the Mersey ferries, operating full-day cruises on selected dates between April and October to Salford Keys. Pick up a Manchester Ship Canal cruise leaflet or check the Mersey Ferries website for details.
Hello my dear viewer, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is you're watching this video and whatever time it is or where you are in the world. Today we are on the River Mersey heading towards or from Birkenhead across the Mersey over to Liverpool.
Site of the Lancashire National Garden Centre. The office floor promenade was opened to the public in July 1930.
So why don't we just enjoy as we slowly make our way towards the city centre by ferry.
As you proceed across the river back to Liverpool, the stunning vista of the waterfront takes your breath away. Liverpool's bid for World Heritage status was approved by UNESCO in July 2004. The bid was based on Liverpool as a marine mercantile city and reflected the city's significance as a commercial port at the time of Britain's greatest global influence. The site includes the pier head with its world-renowned buildings and historic docks such as Stanley Dock, Wapping and Waterloo. The award puts the city in the same league as the Taj Mahal and the Great Wall of China, and we now attract thousands more tourists to the city, within which beats a heart alive with musicians, poets, writers, artists, painters, sculptors, designers and architects. It also reflects the dramatic transformation of the River Mersey itself. It has recovered from being one of the most polluted rivers in Europe in the 1980s to become a haven for fish and wildlife and a focus for regeneration along the waterfront. Liverpool is synonymous with popular culture, especially music, sport and the arts. It's home to 5 theatres, including the Liverpool Playhouse, Britain's oldest repertory theatre. It is also the home of Aintree Racecourse, famous for the world's greatest steeplechase, the Grand National. And in recent years, the city has become popular with film companies looking for dramatic buildings and locations. Not surprising, because Liverpool contains more than 2,500 listed buildings, more than any city apart from London. It has more public sculpture than any UK city aside from Westminster, and it has more Georgian buildings than Bath.
There. Coming in. Yeah, go. Say hello.
Looking to the waterside, this is the King's Dock area with its 10,600 capacity arena and conference centre. It accommodates events from rock and pop concerts to ice shows and international sporting events. To the left of the arena is the Albert Dock, the largest set of Grade 1 listed buildings in Britain. Threatened with demolition for years, they were finally restored in the 1980s and have become one of the country's favourite tourist attractions, as well as kick-starting a resurgence of interest in Liverpool's wonderful architecture.
The large white and glass construction that you can see behind and to the left of the Albert Dock is one side of Liverpool One, an innovative £950 million urban regeneration project that has transformed the heart of Liverpool city centre. This development, covering 42 acres and utilising the existing Liverpool streets, is home to the very best retail brands, residential and leisure facilities. To the left are the beautiful buildings known as the Three Graces, which together form one of the most majestic and famous waterfronts in the world. On the right of these is the Port of Liverpool building, with its impressive copper dome. Opened in 1908, the design came from a rejected competition entry for the Anglican Cathedral. In the middle stands the Cunard building. Built in 1914, the building was designed in the style of a 16th century Italian palace and was once the offices of the famous shipping line owned by Samuel Cunard, who operated the first regular transatlantic lines between Liverpool and New York in 1840. Other famous shipping companies followed, such as the White Star Line, owner of the Titanic, and the Blue Star Line. Their magnificent liners berthed along the famous Prince's Landing Stage, which was for many years the longest floating landing stage in the world.
Finally, the beautiful Liver building, erected by the Royal Liver Friendly Society in 1911, is perhaps Liverpool's best-known landmark. Based on a Chicago waterfront skyscraper, the building is topped by the famous liver birds, which stand nearly 6 meters high. They're said to be based on an eagle, which was the original seal of King John. However, when the seal was lost in the 18th century, the artist commissioned to design the new seal misinterpreted the eagle as a cormorant, hence their rather unusual appearance. Some say that the female liver bird faces the river waiting for the sailors to come ashore, while the male is looking inland to see if the pubs are open. They have never mated, so there are no other liver birds in the world, and tradition has it that if they ever fly away, Liverpool will cease to exist.
If you enjoyed your cruise with us today, we think that you will enjoy our longer full-day Manchester Ship Canal cruise, which features a live commentary along this famous inland waterway, which passes spectacular scenery. Cruises run from April to October and must be booked in advance. Gift vouchers are also available throughout the year for these cruises. Please pick up our Manchester Ship Canal leaflet, or alternatively, visit our website, merseyferries.co.uk, for details. Here at Pierhead, we are in front of Mersey Ferry's terminal building. Inside, you'll find the Fab 4 Cafe on the ground floor, the Pan-Asian restaurant Matu on the top floor, the souvenir shop, and one of the 2 sites of the Beatles story. In the Pierhead site, you can visit the magical Fab 4D experience and must-see world-class special exhibitions, including the brand new Grammy exhibition. The second half of the Beatles story is located a short walk away in the Albert Dock. Make sure that you pay them both a visit for an atmospheric journey through the lives, times, culture and music of the Beatles.
We hope you've enjoyed your cruise and look forward to welcoming you aboard again soon.